Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I wanted to share with you what my toddler eats in a day. Say hi! Now, the reason I'm titling it what my toddler really eats in a day is not to say anybody else with those videos aren't being truthful, but they are showing a good day when your toddler wants to eat. And that was kind of my intention when I started filming the video, but this little boy here ended up getting really sick, and that was the first day that it started. So getting him to eat was a little bit more difficult. He wasn't into the sandwich I fed him. I had to just keep giving him a ton of fruit. I had to give him pre-packaged foods to get some vegetables in him, because that's all he would really eat. And that is just life with a toddler. They don't always cooperate. They don't always eat what you give them. I would say Jace overall is actually a really good eater. I'm really lucky. He's not picky with food, but he gets bored of food. So I'm always giving him a million different things per meal, and he has like a few bites of everything. So that's just kind of how he is. So if you guys want to see what Jace eats in a day, just keep on watching. So every morning we start Jace off with a sippy cup full of whole milk. Usually he gets between 6 and 8 ounces, usually more like 6. We got rid of his bottle at about 13 months, and he's 15 months now. He took to the sippy cup fine, so we had no problem getting rid of the bottle. Then it's time for breakfast. Jace and I drink a smoothie every single morning without fail, and our favorite smoothie consists of banana, frozen spinach, and almond milk. Sometimes we'll put Greek yogurt in it as well. Sometimes we'll mix in some strawberries or some blueberries, but this simple smoothie is definitely a favorite of his. Whenever I give him a smoothie, we use a special sippy cup. It is called a Squeeze Easy or a Squeezy. I don't really know how to say it, but it is so good for him. It keeps him from spilling. It is the perfect smoothie cup. I would strongly recommend it if your child loves to drink smoothies. The only thing I have a problem with is if you are doing a smoothie, a fruit smoothie that contains seeds in it, then it can sometimes get blocked and he can't suck. So while using this, I tend to avoid smoothies with a lot of seeds in it. Then it's time to go for daycare. So I always pack Jace just a little snack for him to have. One of his favorite snacks is applesauce and cheese string. Then it is time for lunch. Jace gets very overwhelmed if there's too much on his plate, so I always give everything to him separately. I try not to give him too much of one thing, or else he just starts throwing it on the floor or feeding it to the dog. So by his request, he wanted to start lunch off with a Baby Bell cheese. That's definitely one of his favorites. And then I made some tortellini yesterday, so we're having leftover tortellini. I just cut it in half. It is beef filled, so he gets a little bit of protein. Yes, he loves to feed me too. And then I usually give him some kind of fruit. Today he's having an orange, and the orange was small enough that he could eat those on his own, but sometimes I do have to cut them in half for him. Jace was also getting a little bit sick. I don't know if you can tell, but his eye is a little bit swollen. He had a viral infection. So getting him to eat was a little bit of a struggle today. So whenever I'm having a hard time getting him to eat, I will give him these organic squeeze packs. It's puree, but it's a way for me to get vegetables in and healthy foods in, and no matter how he's feeling, he'll always take a puree pack. So this one was pear, apple, and broccoli. Then after he's woken up from his nap, I usually give him a little snack consisting of fruit. Fruit is definitely his favorite thing to eat. Today I gave him some strawberries, grapes, and blueberries. So for dinner, it was just the two of us, so we decided I just did something very simple that he eats quite often. I mix tuna with some avocado and some lemon juice, and I spread it on some bread and make it into a sandwich. Again, he was starting to get sick, so he didn't eat a ton of it. It was a little bit difficult getting him to eat, but normally he actually really likes this sandwich, and it's good for him too. So because I was having a hard time getting him to eat, we resorted to a little bit more fruit. I know he'll always eat fruit, so he had some raspberries. And I did end up giving him a bit of my bagel with honey on it. He's over 1, so honey is totally okay. And he likes to eat what I'm eating, so that's usually what we do. Overall, Jace is a really good eater. He likes pretty much everything, but he definitely likes variety. So most of his meals consist of quite a bit of a smorgasbord. A little bit of everything. He doesn't eat a lot of one thing, which isn't always easy for me, but at least he's not super picky. Again, I went and gave him another puree pack just so I could get a little bit of vegetables in because I knew he was struggling to eat. So this one was apricot, blueberry, and green pea. Then around dinner time, I give him his last bottle of milk. Again, it's 6 to 8 ounces. I've started giving it to him around dinner time rather than before bed because he was waking up early in the morning with a very, very full diaper. So I like to get his milk in early so that he can get it all out of his system and I can change his diaper right before he goes to bed, and then he has a lot better of a sleep. I forgot to film it mostly, but of course I make sure he's drinking lots of water with all of his meals and throughout the day. This cup is awesome. It's called a Wow cup, and it teaches him how to drink out of a normal cup. It doesn't spill easy. This again is a cup I would strongly recommend getting for a toddler. That is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got a couple meal ideas and just a feel for what toddlers are like in regards to food. If you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to help support me and my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Say bye.